Hi everyone, welcome to Hear Me Out Pitch, or if you are returning, welcome back. I'm Tim.
And I'm Willem.
And yeah, this is weird.
It's a morning. This is one of our rare morning ones. And during a weekday.
It's a Thursday morning.
Thursday morning.
It's because we're going to FanX in a couple hours.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. That's what we got the nerd shirts on today. It's got cabbages. I got, Venom. It's good. And this is things to come. Just kidding. So, hi everybody. Good morning and welcome. And then for anyone who is listening to this first thing in the morning, good job waking up, beautiful. You deserve this. Because I know some people listen to us like on their way to work or the first thing in the morning. So if you're waking up for the first time, good morning. So.
Good morning.
Oh, all right. Yeah, we just were like, hey, we'll just do this. It'll be fun. We get to go to FanX today. It'll be great.
Get to get our nerd on.
Woo!
It's gonna be great.
Monies.
We both have a $100 limit. We'll see if we go over. Okay,
I'll never tell.
Oh, I'm turning off that alarm because we got 20 minutes.
Good.
We'll set an alarm for 11:15, a silent alarm to tell us, hey, you guys gotta stop so you can actually leave to get to FanX. No, we've got 20 minutes until that alarm would go off, so I'm turning it off, and we're just gonna go as long as it takes. We've got until about noon.
All right, we got this.
So,
yeah, we got a good hour. So
yeah.
All right, you said you had some ideas.
So
we're doing an original idea.
So I have none of them are technically original ideas. These ones are all ideas that I've gotten from somewhere else.
Okay.
There's one idea. Nope, I'm not coming into work today. Be quiet. Sorry. The first one is basically it's an interesting, fun twist on Rapunzel. And with everything that's going on with the whole live-action Rapunzel remake garbage and all that drama, we could try that and just kind of put something out there that's kind of fun instead of full of drama. I've already run this one by you, actually.
Okay.
So we could do that one, and it's interesting because basically Rapunzel will be evil.
Oh.
And petty.
Oh.
And angry that she was locked in the tower.
Oh, and she becomes Mother Gothel, right?
No. She becomes a powerful wizard because of wizard towers.
That's right. Okay.
So
all right.
We could try that one.
That's funny.
And then I am part of I'm in a subreddit for writing prompts.
Okay.
It's just a way to get my to get me going creatively.
Yeah.
I haven't actually done any of these in
are they like the
probably a year, but
videos or posts where it's like writers everywhere? If your character was this or this, what would they say to this response? Or
it is not. This is full on. Here is the prompt.
Okay.
Run with it. So I've done probably a couple dozen of these in the past, and they're fun. They make for really good short stories. So
we love a good short story.
We're gonna start. I've got three of these ones that I think could be a lot of fun, and I need to find. I've got to find the really cute one. Okay, I'll get to the. I'll do the really cute one later. I'll do that one last.
Okay.
The first one. You wake up to find that a group of scientists have placed your brain into their supercomputer that controls their entire research facility. Instead of going mad like they predicted, you begin to drive them mad by doing really annoying and petty things. It could be kind of fun.
Hal, open the bay doors. I don't know what you mean by that. A pie in the face.
Yeah. So that one could be really fun. This one I thought was kind of fun, and then we would have to build a lot more around this one.
Okay.
As a deity of light, You intended for the hero of this world to have companions, the same way a parent hopes that their child makes friends. However,
Oh.
they stand before you now, alone and lost.
Oh.
I knew that was the reaction he was going to have. I knew it. I called it.
Okay.
Now I need to scroll all the way to the top to find the last one. Oh, come on. Where is it?
He lost it. He does
did.
this all the time.
I did lose it, and I don't know where it went.
No.
Okay, basically, I'm just going to summarize because I thought it was adorable. A hero... this would be a lot more of the Egyptian style.
Okay.
A hero falls in love with the Sphinx and spends every day solving her riddles. And he just grows old solving her riddles, and they fall in love.
Oh, that's tragic.
As he grows older and his memory starts to fail him, she adjusts her riddles so that he can still solve them.
Oh.
So that one's another one that I was expecting this reaction.
Okay, all right. I'm going to tell you the ending of that sad story. The sad story is he's all old and he's on her paw and he'll be sitting there just, his life is leaving him, and she goes, my love, one final riddle. What is my name? And he'll be like, oh, why did you ask me such a hard question? And it's all really sad, and she'll sit there, and he'll puzzle and puzzle, and then finally he'll smile, and, the veil will go over, will unflood for a second, and he'll say her beautiful name, and then he'll just drift off. That's how I would end it.
Oh.
So, there you go. There's the ending of that one. We should have an episode like that. We just talk about the endings for those stories. Cause
we could honestly, we could have some fun with this episode.
And
do each of these, because these writing prompts are meant to be just short. You write a few pages.
They're meant to just
fill it out,
spark ideas.
Yeah.
I will say though, the one with the deity looking down at his or her, their chosen warrior just being alone, it's like, is that going to be the end of the story? Would that be the middle? What? My brain is just like, what would happen? I'm trying to think about, I like that one. I like that one a lot. I like how it's just because in my head, because the deities, as us being Christian, we believe another power watches over us and all that fun stuff. So it's do the gods of this world do the same thing? Do they watch? It'd be funny if it's a little dog comes up and just, and the main character is like, oh boy, hooray, and the god's like, yes, a friend, just be friends with it, and he cries.
I thought you were going somewhere totally different.
What?
Our story from last week.
Oh.
With our game. I thought you were going to tie that into this story.
That would be, I still think that'd be cute. That one still, I still like the story of some minor god being alone and then the dog just shows up and it's like, hot dog. So that, I still think that was cute. If you haven't heard that one, that is technically...
I've got it for that story.
Okay.
That game, okay, if you haven't listened to that one, go back and listen to it. That was our lost episode.
No.
Last
week
that wasn't our lost episode. That episode was
2 weeks ago.
Was that 88 then?
Yes. So technically it's 88. 87 was lost. 89. I think I messed it up saying it wrong entirely. It doesn't matter. Point is,
anyway, it's
a cute one. If you like the game Journey, yeah.
It's a very cute game. Okay, go listen to it.
Welcome back.
Good job. If you haven't gotten to listen to it yet, go listen to it.
Welcome back.
We're waiting.
Right now.
Wait, come on.
All right. Okay. All right.
Welcome back.
We'll go back.
If you still haven't gone back, it's your own fault.
Oh, yeah, your own fault.
Spoilers, it's your own fault.
Spoils for our rough draft there.
Basically, in that game, you will play as a dog. I took heavy inspiration from the game Spirit of the North for this one, and yeah, that is a beautiful game. You should go play it. Everybody should go play it.
And this game would also be a good game.
This one will also be fantastic. This game it's a very, puzzle and environmentally explorative adventure. You are solving simple puzzles with certain abilities that you collect through the game, and you are exploring the environment. We create a world, and you are just in there to explore it and figure out kind of what we've put in there for fun. It's not supposed to be a stressful kind of game. Anyway, this dog that you play as is the only worshipper of a long lost, forgotten deity on the edge of death.
Mm-hmm.
Because when a god is forgotten, they die.
Yeah.
Right? That's kind of the rules of being a deity. If your followers forget you, if there is no memory of you in the world, then you cease to exist.
Yeah.
Because there's no need for you anymore.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, you play as this dog, and you are basically taking people to this deity's shrines to bring them in to help kind of fill this god's following.
Yeah.
Right? To give him people that will worship him. Bring him back from the brink of death.
You know what I realized is I didn't realize how much of an influence the dog and the dragon story had in that, from Brandon Sanderson. The dog who tries to become a dragon and ends up just, if you listen to that and think about our story, you'll go, oh.
Is that one in the Arcanum Unbounded?
No, it's
its own?
No, it's the story that Wit tells Cal.
Oh, of course. Duh. I knew that story.
Trying to keep that quiet, so, but yeah.
I haven't.
One of my favorite moments in any book.
I mean, to be fair, anything with Hoyd in it is just great.
Hoyd! Love it. Anyway, it'll be cute.
But yeah, you play as this dog, and you're bringing people to worship this deity. And so maybe in this story, it's the same deity now, and this could be a sequel game.
Okay.
Where instead of playing as the dog, you play as the deity. Kind of like, almost like, you know those games. I'm not coming into work. Stop it.
They want him so bad.
Can you come in? It's your day off. But no, it's fine. It's fine. Like those tycoon games where you're building the world.
Yeah.
Right, and letting people mess around. I think it could be something not like a tycoon game. It would not be a tycoon game at all. This would be more you are watching your dog and your champion kinda, and each level it would be offset. So the first level is the dog, second level is your champion, third level is the dog, fourth level is the champion, and their adventures, they'd have their own adventures, and you as the god watching over both of them, right? Your time split, your focus split between the two of them going on this adventure at the same time. You would be aiding them. You would be, oh, there's a tree in the way of the road. Here, let me just move that out of the way.
Bloop.
Right? Stuff kind of like that. I think that could be a lot of fun.
You like make a like a mudslide so it pushes a tree out of the way or gives them opportunities. So I think it being a sequel, as in, imagine if
or maybe we have three. Maybe we have three games. And game number 1 is the dog. Game number 2 is the champion, and game number 3 is you playing as the god, bringing the dog and the champion together. Because the champion's whole story would be that he's alone, and every time that he tries to have companions, something tragic happens, or they find love, and so they have to leave him behind, or, his traveling companion passes away, and so you'd be following these little clues that the god has kind of put around to kind of come to the god and become his champion.
Yeah.
So that you're not alone.
Yeah.
Anymore.
What'd be cute is if, because how I kind of wanted the story to end kind of Journey style with the dog passing away. It'd be really cute if in the second game with the human is when we show up like right after the dog has passed, and it'd be cute for us to like question like what's going on, are they connected? And then the third game would be us showing that the little boy and the dog knew each other, went on their separate ways, and they were supposed to reconnect.
Yeah.
So it's cute because it was like, these were my two champions, and one did all of this, one did all of this.
Oh my gosh.
And they were supposed to reconnect.
I've got it. Okay.
I love how this is turning into a sequel.
maybe it's not even a sequel. Maybe this is all the same game.
Yeah.
Maybe this is all the same game. Our first story with the dog and this same game.
Well, no, that's
just more levels.
I was thinking that, or like either way, like just imagine let's say if it was 3 games, it was like, you're like, because let's say we don't even show the human in the beginning with the dog. And so we come out with the next game and people are like, okay, this looks very similar with the art style. Like, okay. And then at the end, we'd be like, we'd show up to the tomb and there would be a little tomb next there, the altar, and there's a little tomb next to it. Not tomb, like a little gravestone.
Like a little gravestone with a dog.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, and then the third game would be us showing the god's point of view. Yeah.
And it could go beyond the end of those.
Yeah.
So, same game. I can see how we could do it mechanically to kind of show almost a linearity in the story progression. So, when you boot up Destiny, you're going to roll your eyes. When you boot up Destiny, right, you sign in with your profile.
Yeah.
And that gives you 3 character slots.
Yeah.
Right? For your hunter, your titan, and your warlock.
Yeah.
Right? We could do something similar where you sign in with your profile and you have 3 boxes, but the bottom 2 are locked with a locked emoji or a locked icon.
Okay.
Right? And so you can click on the first one and it says begin, and that's the story of our dog from the last episode.
We could even do it like DLC, like stories, like you know how some games will release stories to connect all of them together.
Yeah.
We could do it like that. Either way, I think it's
we don't even need that. We just do it this way.
Yeah.
So we'd have that, right? Have that be our first slot. And when you beat that game, when you beat that save file, it will unlock the second save file. And when you click on that, you are now the little boy from the beginning of the dog's part. Right? And so you go on your separate way and you become this champion of light and this fighter, and you save people, and it would be kind of a sad story. Like you'd go through the story and it'd be a similar vein. Instead of doing the seasons though, I would want emotions. So we could start with happiness, grief, anger,
love.
as our progression, and it would be very obviously themed, maybe not obviously
and
themed,
it has to be, and I would want it to be like animated a little like darker, like it's almost like over the shoulder, it looks a little gruffer.
It would be the equivalent of the first one would be The Wind Waker and the second one would be Twilight Princess.
Yes, it would just turn gruffer because like to a dog it's like it's so pretty, and then the last game
could be more of kind of the Ocarina of Time, where it's kind of split between the two.
Okay. So how would the last story go with the god? Are you just kind
of... Well, I want to back to the second story.
Okay.
Basically, our champion would go through, and we would have all of these different adventures and stuff, and we would learn his abilities. Right, and so maybe he's got a sword that can turn into a javelin or something, and so he can throw it and it'll return to his hand. And then when he's fighting one-on-one, he can use the sword. I think that could be kind of fun, a fun mechanic. Almost like in Breath of the Wild, when you get the Master Sword and you're at full health, instead of throwing your weapon like you do with every other weapon in the game by holding R, the right bumper, maybe it's the left bumper, instead of throwing it at the enemies, you throw a light beam, right? So we could do something similar where instead of throwing the sword, you hold that button and it pulls it back and it transforms into a spear and you throw it. And that spear head could be in the shape of a dog's head.
Something. Okay, here's the final thought I had with... I can't believe it's turning into a sequel episode. I don't think we've ever done anything like this. I don't think it's anything like this, but I think it was because I really liked that dog episode. I did.
Can I pet that dog?
I think it would be cute. And here's why I think, hear me out, why it would be like 3 different games. Because it would be this cutesy game about a dog, and you're like, oh, second game, this hardened over the shoulder. It's a little gruffer. There's like a darkness around it, and you're like, what the? And like near the end of the game, it kind of ends with you fighting this presence. Like, because there's an opposition to this god. There's a reason why this god is smaller.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a jealous brother god or something like that. Like
we one of those something things. Like that.
But it would be cool that he fights like these barbarians. That's where the anger comes in. The anger episode is his village getting sacked and destroyed, and grief is death because again, his family was lost. Like maybe he lost family or whatever to a different village getting sacked or whatever. So like we have all these like, have you played? Senua's Sacrifice?
I've heard of it.
You kind of imagine the art style, like it's very like kind of disturbing sometimes. I would kind of want that because if he's this little god of light that's growing bigger, the point is I would want his story and it ends with him ending up again at the gravestone. And he has a family and he sees the family that the dog raised with.
And they're all a little bit older.
And it's cute because like we're all going, wait a minute. Like I would want the end of the game people to go, hey, wait a minute, that tombstone looks like, and then we look down and see the emblem and it's the dog, and you're like, oh, like I wouldn't want them to even know that they're connected. It would be like, and then the third game would be like Age of Empires looking down, just like you said. We'd have our 2 heroes, and it'd be cute because you kind of do puzzles of like pushing this to the side. So maybe during the dog's game, like a landslide happened randomly, and you're like, oh boy, I can jump up, burp, burp, burp. Or it's like, oh, something scared away the thing, and then for the human, it was like, this just tree fell on someone or whatever. So and this third game would be you doing those puzzles.
You are the one solving those puzzles for them.
And it would look like Age of Empires, but
we wouldn't end. The midpoint of the game would be our champion coming to the gravestone.
I would see he would be gathering up, and that would be where, for me, it would be you finally sitting down with him, and we'd have like a big... It's changing now. Like, we full on have like a cinematic game now, and it's like, all right, I did not think I was going to be put back, but you and my 2 champions... Look what you've done, and he'll like show you that there is a horde, not a horde, but almost an army of followers, and it's like, I need you to prepare because this is happening, and like, what can you do it for? And it's going to be revealed that there is a darker because again, who are all these barbarians worshiping?
Enter game 4.
No,
I'm kidding.
I think how it would end. So every power the dog had, the bark, the dash, and then for the human, it would be his spears. We give that to our character, and the final thing would be some epic Elden Ring fight between our god and this other thing. And that would be, and the thing is, I would want it to end, and it would be ironic because he was dying. He was dying alone, and he ended up being worshipped. And I want him to make an actual like sacrifice, and him and this evil other god are gonna be just gone. He's like, no more, we're leaving, and they go out together. So that's what
ruin and preservation.
That's what I think. That's what I think. It would be fun.
Here's what I was thinking.
Is this really where we're going with this episode? Yeah, it's been
here's what I was thinking. Different, kind of a different path that we could take. And it's okay, guys. We are allowed to disagree and have
absolutely.
Different ideas.
He's wrong.
It's okay that Willem's wrong. Right, but he's allowed to have
opinions. Everyone's allowed to have opinions.
They might be wrong, but that's okay. Just kidding. No, I was thinking more along the lines of this champion. Right, we get to the dog's death, and the champion arrives,
and that's the end of their 2 games.
Maybe a week later.
Yeah,
right. And this is in game 3, so we've done all those puzzles, and now we have that sit down with the champion, and we are like, we wanted you to be, I wanted you to be surrounded by loved ones. I wanted you to have friends, family, people that cared about you, a friend.
You know what I realized?
And hold on.
Sorry, I just thought something hit me though, but keep going.
Yeah. I wanted you to have friends, and now that you're here, I realize there is still a way you can do that. I need you to go to this oasis thing where my first shrine was created, where I was
born,
where I ascended to godhood, basically. And so now we'd split again, and this time it's our champion, and the dog is a ghost following the same path.
Cute.
And so now you would play as all 3. You would play as the champion, right? And you'd be solving your puzzle bit, and then you'd turn into the dog as the ghost, and the ghost,
you could just make him like Atreus in God of War, and how when you press certain buttons and certain commands, he'll attack or he'll do things. You'll look up at
I
stuff.
don't want the champion to see the dog. I want it to be separate. I want the champion to have some faith and follow blindly, because that's what he does.
I think it would be here. I think him being able to see the dog would be cute. I think like it would be a cute reunion.
Because here we go. As we go, the first, maybe it's another 3 or 4 levels, right? First level, all we see is footprints.
Aww.
Second level, maybe we can start to see a little bit of or maybe the second level, we see the footprints and we can hear the bark. Third level, we start to see like a shadowy outline, maybe it's just the shadow on the floor. And then the 4th level, when we finally get there, is when we can see the dog itself and everything there. And so, okay.
I think it would be cute.
I want to do that.
But it would be really sweet, because I think that fulfills your prompt of, the hero comes to the deity alone. Like, and the thing is, I don't want him to realize that he was marked. I just want him to remember that, and it will be revealed to us that he played with this shrine and played with the dog. But we didn't ever really see that. Like, we saw, maybe back to the dog's story, he was, when he's a puppy and we're learning all the moves, we see like a faint outline of a child, because it's like fuzzy puppy eyes, and we see him following like a little small human around, and they've grown, because like I imagine the dog is like good decade plus older, and this boy was maybe like 8, so it's like him and this puppy were marked, but the boy left, the puppy stayed, but the boy was marked by because it was like, we're gonna be best friends forever, like some cute thing like that, because he was playing with and again, I want it to be like, I kept saying but I just want it to be just some beautiful female figure, just
like a mother.
Yeah, like a motherly, like,
that's kind
don't
of
worry, sweetie.
It's kind of what I was thinking too, that the god would be a mother.
Yeah.
Like a motherly figure.
I think the third game being all of our characters together
would be fun.
Like, maybe we don't even do maybe we don't do the Age of Empire Tycoon thing, or maybe it could just be
maybe that's the prologue. Like,
the intro.
That's our intro to this game. Our
reveal,
technical level 1.
Yeah, our reveal that these two games were connected. That we were like, oh my gosh, and then it was like showed up. But
this would be our equivalent of if you're playing the Wind Waker, right?
Yeah.
This would be our equivalent of, you're on Outset Island, your sister gets kidnapped, and you make it to the Forbidden Fortress.
I would
that would be this Age of Empires style thing. That's the beginning of the game.
We could have levels that it does that.
I think that would be fun.
Maybe he uses the shrine to, like, we can zoom up as the god, and he uses the shrine to communicate, and you're trying to get these armies.
That would be
maybe
cool.
You're reawakening all the shrines. Turns out to, like, it's revealed that this game, it's like, I need you to know, like, I was not some minor god. I used to be this whole, your world got destroyed by a jealous god, and he is the reason why you all are miserable and blah blah blah. Like we went from, like, you know, one of the major, like imagine it was like Zeus, and then Zeus gets diminished to just a faint memory, and he's left between a god and a little boy, and then you have to build him back up to that. Like, that's what we're talking about here. Like, that's what I would think. But I think it would be cute because when it's revealed that all these are connected, we would have that scene. You know, the hero comes up. I think love, anger. Anyway, point is, he comes up and the god, and he kind of looks at it and he's like, I remember wanting friends, and I remember that you were my friend along with my dear, he kind of pets the grave dog here. It was going to be us together. And I know, and we could have a cute thing of her telling him, like, I want you to go out and make friends. And he's like, because he was like, he told the god, I want you to have more friends. I want you to have more friends. Like, I would love more friends, but sweetie, I just want you to have friends. And it'd be sweet because the older he got, he never forgot the minor god. He would do little prayers or every now and then, but he was still he moved on. He was older, but it would be cute that he comes up and says, well, I disappointed you. I didn't make any friends. I didn't bring you followers. And she goes, no, you two did wonderful. Look. And she, like, opens his mind, and there's so many lights, and we see people flocking because they hear about this safe haven, this hero, and this wonderful blessing dog. The dog made his own village. It'd be cute.
I have to check something now because I had an idea for the names of all the games.
Oh, I can't believe we're doing a sequel of this. I don't think we've ever done a sequel this fast or of a story like this. But I'll be honest, Tim, I think I would want this as a story in general. Like, I like this one a lot. We haven't even named it. I called the last one Loyal.
I was gonna say Loyal fits. And I'm looking up the names of games. Loyal is not a game. There is a song by Tupac called Loyal to the Game.
Yeah.
But
that's a good one.
Then there's I was thinking the second one could be Champion.
Cute.
I need to check. Is that a game? Come on. Champion video game. No. Champion is not a game.
And what would we call the
last one?
Restoration? Revelation.
I was thinking Haven, but that already exists.
That is a game.
Haven what was it, 2020?
Yeah.
It's another like RPG,
Okay.
like an anime style, but something along those lines.
Ascension. No, because there's God of War Ascension. Huh.
I don't know.
No, but I like
We'll
Champion.
find something.
Champion's a good one.
I like Loyal and I like Champion. And then our third game we can figure something out.
No, I think
kind of fits both.
I think it being a cutesy little game that you're like, oh, this was a cute little story, and then it goes like, okay, now we're getting more. Maybe the next one would be like a side scroller. Like you're like, oh, like an indie side scroller like Hollow Knight, and you're like, oh, okay, this is, and it would be kind of nuts. You're like, dang, this is insane. And then the third game would be like this full on AAA, like, oh gosh, what is happening? Like, could you imagine the progression? You're like, oh, but that's kind of what happens with Legend of Zelda, Link, all these things. Like I said Link twice, but like Metroid, like, but it would be crazy if it was like they all combine into the main world. So maybe the first one would be Champion. I think the first one would be Champion, it being a 2D side scroller.
And Loyal,
and then
Loyal would be in the same style.
And it'd be cute because we don't give them anything. Like the game would end, little side scroller. The ending would just be like, you found the shrine, and there's a little gravestone next to it. And he like goes and pets the gravestone, and then we see faintly like a little ghost dog run around for a split second, and that's where the game would end. No questions, no nothing. You're like, what the heck? And then you play Loyal, and you're like, hey, wait a minute. Is this what's happening here? And then that could be, and we could have it being a puppy with a little boy, and then people would probably just confuse the little boy with a different little boy we save when he's older, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that'd be.
I think that would work.
I think that's really cute. How did this happen?
Oh, because the end. We gotta give our end to the third game.
Okay.
And the end would be he arrives at this oasis, and he's reunited with his dog as he sits down with the god, and she says, welcome home. He's been waiting for you.
Aww.
And, you know, he passes away as he got older as well. And
or he just made the sacrifice.
Something. But he would die, and his spirit kind of gets up, looks back at the god, smiles, nods, turns back, and goes
and they walk
embraces the dog.
Aww.
Stands up, and then he walks into the light.
Oh, I think that'd be cute. With his dog.
I think. Oh, I just got goosebumps.
I think that'd be cute. I think that'd be a really good ending. It'd be cute because it's like, oh, ooh, and the ending of the ending of Loyal would be, you know, the god like little caption like it does for Legend of Zelda, like, what a good loyal boy. Now let's just sit here and wait. And then it'd be like, and then it would like time would pass to somehow like the screen would shift, and then all of a sudden we'd see a figure walking up with his sword down, and we're like, wait a minute. Like it hints that like, oh crap, that's I think going Champion.
I think game theorists would have a heyday with it.
I know, just Champion, then Loyal, and then
I still like the idea of Champion or of Loyal being first. Champion, I don't know if I want the side scroller. I think I want it to be like a full adventure.
I think Senua, but maybe
we could
not
start,
as maybe
it's start with No,
I want it to be like, okay, then maybe it's
with the third one being that side scroller.
Maybe
and that
it
could
goes
be the history of the world or something.
Or maybe Loyal looks kind of Journey Journey of the North, Spirit of the North. It looks cutesy. The next one goes for so Wind Waker would be Spirit of the North.
Twilight Princess.
No.
Or are you thinking more Ocarina of Time?
Ocarina of Time, or even Breath of the Wild. Because Breath of the Wild to me is still pretty cutesy.
Breath of the Wild is kind of that cross between.
But then the third game, when it's kind of like, okay, we are fighting something dark.
That is more
like
Twilight Princess
like,
stuff.
And it's just gritty. I need Nintendo. I just need a gritty. I need a very linear, gritty Legend of Zelda game. I need something like I need the final game. I just need a final, gritty, Like, it's going to end the reincarnation cycle. Like, I need it. I need an ending to the Triforce. And, yeah, they break the cycle. That would be nuts.
Not going to happen.
They're going to run that to the ground.
I was going to say, Nintendo will milk that until it's...
Well, Nintendo is... We're not here to talk about it. I'm good.
Anyway, I think...
I can't believe we did a sequel.
I know. And it was just kind of...
On the moment. But it was... Because it was funny because you mentioned the deity, and I was like... And into my head, I was like, like... Do we want to add it to our like? It reminded me of our loyal game, and I was like, yeah, but now we have to do a human, and it just worked.
We just wrote 2 games.
Oh, 2.
We just wrote 2 games today as a sequel to another game that we created a couple weeks ago. That
I would play it.
Man, I would too.
I would too. I think it'd be cute.
I'd pay sticker price for it too. Like,
I would play, like, how cute would that be? Like, cute little, like, indie, like, oh, and they'd be like, oh, that's cute. And then the second game, they're like, oh, it's kind of gritty. And third game, it's like, oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. Like, I want over the shoulder.
Yeah.
Maybe
well, and it would be kind of one of those games that kind of gets older with you.
Yeah.
Right? Because the first game you play when you're a little bit younger, it's cutesy, it's fun, you're playing as a dog. And then when you finally hit, like, those kind of later teenage years, middle teenage years, where, you know, you're kind of enjoying the hack and slash, like the little bit darker stuff. That's when you play Champion. And then when you're an adult and you're like, okay, this is how the world works, and you're kind of putting things together from the other 2 games, then you're like, oh, that could be fun. And then you play Haven. Mm-hmm. I think Haven...
What about Oasis?
Oasis could work. Oasis
or...
Now I need to check if Oasis is taken.
Oasis, or we could do... What's words? Like, because I don't know if I want to do... Because what caused this minor god to fall? What happened? Like, why did this minor god fall? Because they would have to be revealed. Like... Hints of it would have to be revealed in the second game. We could do little lore things, but the third game needs to be very much like, no. And it'd be cute because I wouldn't want Loyal to take that long. I wouldn't want Champion to take that long. I would want Loyal to be minimum 4, Champion minimum of 10, and then this one though I would want it to be like, this is going to be our triple A, like, big game that you spend hours on. Mm-hmm. Like, you need to you need to reawaken all these shrines, you need to do all these things. And sadly, as much as I did not like Breath of the Wild, I think it would be something akin to that. I would say maybe a little more God of War. Make it a little more linear. I would still want linear.
Got it. I've got it.
What's the name?
Awakening.
Well, they're already awakened.
Because... Hear me out.
Okay.
Awakening, right? We've got Loyal, we've got Champion, we've got Awakening. Awakening is more... God is there, but the God is, like, fully using her powers now, fully awakening as each... And I think with each level, it unlocks more of her abilities as we go through, right?
Oh, he gets more blessings, and...
Yeah, so we would have, you know, this shrine unlocks... Now she can just straight up draw a line in the dirt, and now there's a cavern or a chasm there, or there's a log that just falls, the tree falls, or maybe it's just like a pillar of fire, Old Testament style, that just incinerates the bad guys.
So I think we would definitely need to add a few hints of something, because we said, oh, we want to have like a bear, but I think like having like these shadowy creatures, we've been doing a lot of shadowy creatures, but like just a monster of some sort, but people are like, oh, it's kind of like, but the art style is so cutesy, we don't get what's going on. Yeah. And you're like, that was something. And then there's like a person, like a human figure in like darker clothing, like chasing the dog, and the dog's like, oh, like But then when we go to the next game, we're like, this is getting a little more like, whoa. And then the third game, you're like, oh, good heavens, that's what we were dealing with this whole time. So, and then what we could do is when all games are done, we could do like a special package that all the other games, you can make them look as cutesy or as middle.
You can put them in the same style as the others.
So the dog one, like, can you imagine the dog is like, so when you're playing the game, you actually see how messed up the dog was getting. You're like, oh gosh.
You're playing as just like a hellhound.
Yeah, you're like, oh gosh, he's awesome.
Man, that would be awesome.
That would be awesome. And then like the other game would be even more terrible because it would be fun. I think.
And we would make just mechanics wise for fun. We would make every level toggleable. Like you'd be able to pick that level, and then you could toggle certain modifiers and stuff. Right. And so for the bear level with the dog, hey, I'm gonna toggle on. I'm gonna toggle awakening mode, which just puts it into that art style.
That wasn't just a bear. It's like it's terrifying.
It increases the difficulty and stuff like that. But we'd make it so that like that's rewarding.
Yeah.
Right. So you
like it's still cutesy. You're like, oh, but it's like, oh.
And I would want for this game, because it's a very lore heavy kind of game, I would want collectibles to have little lore tabs, little lore bits, so that you collect it and it's like, oh, so that's what that was for, you know?
Yeah, it found a little toy,
explains the thing, and just kind of gives like a little bit of a little more immersion for the world, and explains how things are.
I am very shocked this is where we get up, but just the idea of the third game of now our character actually has a voice, he talks and everything. It would be cute and it would be really cute because we could have a prompt, like just a title, at the very beginning of Champion, we just have, the typical black screen words appear, and it's like, hello, Champion. Go out into the world and make friends. And that would be it. And then we would just follow this story. And he would like make some friends. He would have heartache. He would have rage. He would have all these things. And the game would end with him being there. And the next game would start with him apologizing, saying, did you make friends? I did not. So I think somehow that works. That works.
I freaking love this. Oh my gosh.
That's cute.
I want to play this game now. I want to play these games.
I want to play all three.
I want to play all three.
That sounds really cute. Games. It sounds really cute because I think it's like everything that me and you like in games. Because I'm more of a over-the-shoulder AAA. Like I need to like fight something dark and gritty. And I feel like it fits like people's love for like little short games, like oh, this is cute, or like oh, this is a little like intense, but hey, it's fun. So I still think it would be for the second game, Champion. It would just be the view from God's point of view, and he'd be looking down, and you control him. But then the third game, I would want over the shoulder, like as if the God is, watching like right with him. And I really think the dog, over time powering up would be awesome. I think it'd be really cool to be able to control him and attack, do the super bark and all that stuff. But yeah, wow, we have a whole video game franchise planned. So add that to our repertoire.
Hey Tyler, you want a job? Cookies.
Hey, if anyone knows any big video game corporations, we got 3 ideas for them. Give them a call.
As long as we get our credit,
I
money.
know. I definitely would want to help with that. But I think these are fun. I think these are good. But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with my care. That was good. That was fun.
I loved that.
That was a lot of fun. That was good.
And we've got a little bit of time to spare.
Yeah, I think that's great. I think that's a great way to end it. So I think, well, before I end things off, do you have anything to say to them before we go?
I mean, thanks for sticking around, listening to us ramble, have some fun with this episode.
This was a ramble episode, I liked it.
Oh, it was so good. It was so good.
I had fun.
So, yeah, and as always, just love each other, be kind, and remember that hope is always around the corner.
Oh, that's cute. Always remember, try to make more friends. Be loyal to each other. And until next time, we will see you later, pitches. Bye.
Goodbye.